Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, what a busy, exciting and fulfilling first half of my term as a Minister of the Crown, a minister that's acting for you. Thank you, every one of you, for your unwavering support. I want to start with crime, because protecting people's safety and property is the state's first duty. If we can't do that, if thugs and thieves can destroy your life's work in an instant, then nothing else matters. Labour tried being kind to criminals in the hope that they would be kind in return. New Zealanders paid the price. At one point, there was a ram raid every 15 hours. Shopkeepers had to lock themselves behind bars just to stay safe. Violent offenders were put on home detention only to reoffend. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know what happens when you set a target to cut the prison population without actually reducing the crime. We've restored real consequences for criminals and put the rights of victims first. 3 strikes is back, baby. Section 27 cultural reports are defunded. We've introduced tougher sentences for a range of offences, and we've ended the excessive sentence discounts for those who feign their remorse only to continue to reoffend. We've put the rights of victims at the centre of sentencing, and we are expanding the prison capacity so that no one who should be free walks free because there's no room. No one should be walking free because there's no room in the prison. I've also secured investment to speed up the courts so that victims see justice delivered faster, and the results are already showing. Between February 2024 and April 2025, active court cases in backlog decreased by 11%. And in the Auckland metro area, where our initiatives have been most focused, the backlog has decreased by 26%. Normally, ACT rallies against spending, but here we make no apology. Locking criminals up is probably the best money we're ever going to spend. No one can assault you or steal your property when they're behind bars. And as the minister responsible for the proceeds of crime, I've taken the money that Labour was giving to gangs who profited from meth, using it instead to fight meth itself. As Associate Minister of Justice, I also have responsibility for firearms reforms, anti-money laundering and the countering of financing of terrorism, the sale and supply of alcohol, sex workers, security guards, proceeds of crime, justice of the peace, real estate agents authority and more. In fact, you could probably say that my job is to deal with guns, booze, sex and dirty money. What it's really about is cutting mindless paperwork and compliance so businesses and customers can get on with life. The changes that I'm making will make it much easier to open a bank account for your child or to sell property that's being held in a trust without having to provide a mountain of personal information and legal work just to prove who you are. It will help a small business which employs a bookkeeper to do their accounts every month. And instead of forcing the bookkeeper to treat their client like they are a criminal by collecting ID from the entire family, documenting company ownership and monitoring monthly transactions like they're a bank, I'm implementing a risk-based approach with simplified checks, saving time, costs and the hassle. It means less time and money wasted on things that don't matter, so you can focus on what does. For the government, it means directing our focus to organised criminals and serious financial crimes while leaving you to get on with your life. I've taken exactly the same approach to firearms reform. Labour's rushed laws didn't make New Zealand safer. They alienated responsible people who follow the rules and take safety seriously, while gangs continued to wreak havoc. We've delivered relief for clubs and ranges so people can learn safely in supervised environments. And at the same time, we've strengthened police powers to keep firearms out of the hands of real criminals. With my ACT colleagues, I stood up to our coalition partners over the Firearms Registry, a system that risks becoming a sealed-to-order list for gangs. We're now rewriting the Arms Act. We're going to deliver a practical, workable law that keeps New Zealanders safe, while respecting those who use firearms for hunting, for pest control, sport, or to feed their families. It's a big work program, and this speech barely scratches the surface. But if there's one thing that sums it up, it's this. Labor spent 6 years freeing criminals and punishing success. We're flipping the script. We're freeing you to succeed and making sure that the criminals are the ones that get punished. Thank you all again for your support.